Look, I feel like if you get hit by that, maybe it should one-shot you. Maybe not the Hero of Kvatch, but somebody should get one-shot. What the fuck? Damn, everything opened up when I went over there. Was that supposed to be scary? Was there supposed to be guys in here? Whoa, it opened up. Whoa, shit, look out. When we had last left the Hero of Kvatch, well, they continued scouring the Shivering Isles for more and more little weird freaky dungeons and more oddities, and also more and more plants, and now, well, most recently, a whole bunch of creatures that Marili Ulven wanted to formulate and tabulate a sort of bestiary. And through an arduous process, which involves some flying away into the sky, others getting killed, and just a whole rip-roaring time up in Mania, they finally got them all. Now it was time to probably return to Vytharn and maybe check out another nearby dungeon or two. This is the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered. Welcome back. Zoop, zoop. There we are. Let's head on out, and we'll be on our way. Now, after this, after we get the Vytharn one done, that'll legitimately be every single quest not tied to the main story quest and not present in New Sheoth, which I think maybe we now have all of them in our quest log. We maybe already have them all. Okay. Should we head over here to Ebrocca? We saw it last time. I think we could do that. We'll have a quick look. Yeah, when we were out here wrangling creatures. Let's see here. Oh, great. This fucking one is still here, huh? Okay. Let's get Gordon out. Gordon, can you help me here? I'm gonna also empower Gordon while I'm at it, because this thing is so tough. There we go. Can I even just like punch it a bit? Feel like I'm not really doing much here. Thankfully, Gordon is able to tank it with the buff we gave him. Good shit, Gordon. Well done. Okay, we already checked all of this stuff now. Yeah. Oh, there's some coffins out here. We have not seen many coffins out in the Shivering Isles. It's got to be said. It's been kind of a rarity. Okay. Anything else? A whole bunch of skulls, more coffins. Wow, a butt. Speaking of rarities in the Shivering Isles, holy hell. Okay. Anything else? I mean, let's be real. If I were a character doomed to live out my days in Sheogorath's realm, and I had a quest for the Hero of Kvatch, I think we all know what it would be, right? I think it fucking writes itself. Like, we're in combat with something up there, but it's so damn far away. Yeah, look, you can just barely see in the radar there, right in the dead center, there's a little blip. How have we aggroed something that far? From right here? What the hell? How have I aggroed this? Oh, it's gone now. Ooh, and then the game hitched a bit. Okay, we got a little framey when I crossed over there. Okay, well, like we said, everything's coming apart at the seams. It feels like, right? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't bode well. It doesn't bode well at all. Let's head on in. Ebrocca or Ebrocca. Ebrocca. Oh, hello. It's a shambles. Gonna blast it a bit. Give it some of that. Drink some potion. I don't even know if it's trying to kill me. Maybe it was friendly. Oh, fuck it. Okay. There's a skeleton in here. Oh, was it? Oh, I see. Was it the combination of all these old bones within? Oh. Okay. Something else is opened. Behind me? Oh my gosh. There's all kinds of Halloween horrors coming out. My god, it almost got me in one shot. Okay. Let's see. What ring do I have equipped? Alright, I'm gonna unequip the mundane ring in exchange for the ring of the Iron Fist. Right, I think, you know, the magic damage, that's fine. Maybe we'll absorb it thanks to the Sorcerer's Ring. My absorption is at what? 99 or something, thanks to... Or is it 75? Let me see here. Spell... 75. That's not too bad, though. Right, I'll take those odds. Dude, these damn skeletons, all part of a greater being. What a ripoff. Okay, it's a quick save. There's a spooky button. Some sort of altar where they put up Watcher's Eye. Bone shard. Ooh, a butt! Holy shit! I thought this would be all part of a singular skeleton. Wow, another butt. We just entered a butt-rich environment. Okay. This is looking like a real wild statue with the, the blood smeared right there. You know, I can't help but wonder, with the way in which these busts of this, like, bald dude with no arms and no legs looking around, you know, looking up, looking down, I can't help but wonder if this was originally intended to be some sort of a hint system for, like, various puzzles, you know, like a way to get the player to look up in a way. I mean, there's nothing up there. There's like a cobweb up there unnecessarily. There is actually a cobweb up there. Very few players, I think, would ever notice the fucking cobweb right there. I don't even know if it really comes through on YouTube. Maybe you can just barely see it with YouTube compression and all that. Oh, great. Man, this jack off. Okay. Let's get Gordon empowered. Let's see. There we go. Cool. Is this one of the ones that'll reflect my shit all over town? Hang on, I'm gonna quick save in case it really gets me. Okay, there we go, there we go. How about down this path? Oh, there's a door there. Okay. I mean, I feel like these are bound to open up, right? I'm not even gonna cheat with the map. You know what I am gonna do? I'm gonna stand up here. That's right. My ultimate trick. You can't fucking get me! Look at that. Are all three of them gonna fuck you? Wow, Gordon, can you believe that? All three of them were gonna fuck me. Okay, well, let's head on out over here. It's like we've been saying, in the Shivering Isles, there are no rules. Sometimes you play the game and you lose every damn time. Oh. Okay. I like how the splatter texture is applied to the moving pieces here. So right, you can see like the splatter stay in the same spot. The like water stain or whatever, blood stain, whatever it may be. Poop. Okay, what have we got here? A bunch of leather shields. Oh, there's a button too. I push button. Oh, it opened a- oh! This goes to the crematorium! What does this do? Oh, would you normally exit and enter through? Okay, yeah, probably. Sure, wow. What a find. You know what? I feel like maybe the remaster is to blame for this. I bet it was originally like that, right? The shield, I bet it was placed like that. And you wouldn't know. And in the original game, it wouldn't even be effervescing, I don't think. Right? You can see a really small amount of, like, fumes coming off of it, you know? But here, it was placed downward from it to where you could very clearly see the push button. I'm very curious about that. Honestly, the coffin's looking very cool with the sword there. It's gotta be said. Okay, well, as terrifying as these are, it's incredibly simple to clear that. Just jump on the parts that aren't moving. Okay, oh, look at this. This is a little secret right here. Okay, I'm scared that some of these are going to open up. I'm going to tread carefully. A flawed pearl moonlight shield. Wow. With a name like that, if this were a game made by From Software, it'd be very good. Okay, let's head on out over here. Oh, this is... Okay, I know this one. This is that one trap I was talking about, like out in the wilderness. I fell down into this in a inopportune time. I remember it scaring me. Okay. Good, good, good. Wow. I did check this urn, didn't I? Yeah. Sure. So, let's go over to the crematorium. There we go. Lovely. Okay. Sure. I'm not gonna walk on these big squares in the middle. It's too dangerous. Oh, look at these little tiny baby urns. And a skeleton as well. Oh, this one has a name. Bregor the Cremator. Okay. Cool. Silver battle axe. Battle axe, one word, except the A is capitalized. What's the word for that? There's a specific word, a term used for, like, when this happens, when you have a name where, rather than it being spaced out or hyphened out or whatever, battle axe here, instead it's just like, the words are separated. They're one word, but they're separated by capitalization. There's a term for that. Forgot what it was. Okay. Madness of Pelagius. A book that you would think would be new to this, but was in the core game. Crematory instructions. My thanks again for commissioning my work on this crematory. May it serve you and your kin for generations to come. Please retain this letter of instruction in its use. Place the remains of the departed within the crematory retort. There is no need to remove items such as jewelry or clothing, as enchantments on the retort only allow the incineration of bone itself. Oh, wait, what? So flesh isn't affected? Huh. If you put like a whole-ass body in there? Once the retort is sealed, exit the incineration chamber and close the gate. Depress the nearby panel to actuate the incinerator. Wait a few moments for the retort to cool before re-entering the chamber. Once the retort has been opened, the remains of the departed can be recovered, interred, and prepared for last rites. Okay. Ebrocca Desinia key. Oh, flawed pearl. What the fuck? Gilded urn. Slaughterfish scale charm. Wow, water breathing on self and resist disease, and Din's ashes. Oh, it's for the oddity museum. I found the ashes of someone named Din in an urn deep in the ruins of Ebrocca. This might be something Una Armina would want for the Museum of Oddities. And I'll take the charm too. Thief of Virtue. Ashen Remains. Oh, a new item. I'll take it. Okay, over here. More Ashen Remains. Ring of Detect Life. A regular pearl. 1 gold. More ashen remains. A fractured humerus? I'm taking that. How is that not unique? I don't think I've ever seen a fractured humerus. So can I load up the crematorium retort? Yeah, here it's just called bone. It's the same model, isn't it? Bone versus over here, fractured humerus. Oh, well, I took it. Okay. Wow, free butt. Too bad I can't reverse cremate someone. Reform the ashes into a butt. Okay, there we go. That's how you got all those new types of enemies in Soulsheim, Dragonborn DLC. Right? People were trying too hard working with magic that was accursed, trying to reform butts from people. Ashen remains. Okay. So if I put a bone in there. Oh, I'm not putting a butt in there. Oh, if I put bone meal inside, will it turn into it? Ooh, what if I put like void? Okay, let's just put all kinds of weird shit inside. Let's just put fucking everything in there. Let's see, bone meal. Ooh, hang on. How about as well? Ooh, think about this. Bone shard. Huh? Bone shard from the fucking shambles. Oh, think about that. Think about that. Okay, where's another bone here that I can throw in? Oh, yeah, perfect. One of those. It's like a fucking scapula. Okay. I shan't be giving up any of my butts, however. Now, does it just do all of them in one? Oh, hell yeah, it does. Now, it doesn't convert. It did actually work on the bone shard, but not the bone meal. The void essence obviously didn't do anything. In the scapula, of course, it did. How curious that it didn't work on the bone meal, but it did, in fact, work on the bone shard. How magical. Okay, can I get shot by it, maybe? Can I, like, shoot myself with it? I don't think so. Yeah, I can't reach it from here. I would need telekinesis as it exists in Morrowind to reach it. Okay. Telekinesis as it exists in Morrowind just simply increases the range at which you can activate items. Which, I don't know, does it... Actually, is that how it works here? In Oblivion? I don't think so. I think it just lets you physics them. Let me see here. Remote manipulation? Yeah. Because it, yeah, it just, you just fire it off at a thing. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Well, let's get out of here. I guess we should jump down the nasty holes that keep trying to suck us up. Okay. Sure. It probably connects to that other area with the 3 statues, right? Cool. Oh, it was worth it. There are butts down here. Is this a butt I'm looking at? Oh, it is. This definitely is. Okay. Silver claymore. Okay, I think we got everything there. Great. Now what is this? Is this gonna be a booby trap? Oh no, it's gonna open up the wall. Sure. An urn. A flawed... Oh wait, hold up. We've been here. Oh, I see, okay. Very well. So let's go into that room with the 3 statues and deliberately jump down there. Let's see if I even remember where that's at, though. Was this it? Yeah, perfect. I'm going right down the middle one. Oh no! It's gonna shoot me! Okay. Cool. Huh. Well, there's one that's lit up, or 2 that are lit up and 2 that, or 1 that isn't. Potion of healing. Oh, I mean, we're just gonna open all of them, I think. This is fun. I remember this now. I don't remember the proper solution, but we'll go with the odd one out. Well, that one didn't sound like the correct one. Oh, once you commit to one, you can't do anything? Oh no, okay. You still can. Well, that one has an urn, which is far more tempting than the nothing, or no, the murder man. Okay. I feel like these would be way cooler if they blocked you off from being able to access them, even in the simple manner which we're doing it, you know? Like, we can just fully bypass the booby trap by just, you know, standing right here at the edge of it, and we can still hit it. I mean, sure, I would be like, okay, you can't stand on top of the button like this and do it. Sure, maybe that's tough to work out, but at least have it to where, like, you have to stand on the block itself, on the trap, to even push the button. Okay, nothing much in the urn. Now, I am going to stand on top of the little unit here. Okay. Sure. Oh, the middle one is, exhausted again. Okay. Anything in here? Nah, nothing much. Oh, maybe it doesn't work. Yeah, maybe they did try and fix it. Still, they didn't account for jumping on top of it. Oh, there goes the green moat. Or Feldew, or whatever it was. Yeah, look at that. I think they actually did account for it. Wow, they thought of everything, except for me standing on top of it. Okay, so which one is the most tempting? I guess, once again, the one with the container. Okay, let's get Gordon out so I can get a little bit of healing, too. I'll do a quick save, and I'm leaping down. 71 gold. Okay. Cool. Oh. Oh, hey, this thing's alive. Okay. What the heck? Alright. Sure, yeah. Eat a butt. Houndtooth. Oh, wow. More butts. 2 more butt? Oh, just 1 more butt. That one was connected. You know what? Maybe we should have gone down the hole that had the enemy inside of it. That way we could clear out the combat music. You know, maybe that actually wouldn't have been a bad idea. Okay, we're going into Ebrocca Dwayne. Oh. Whoa. The heck? New type of brazier. Oh, fuck. Is there anything up in here? No. Okay. How are you supposed to decide or figure out which one was which? I guess you don't. You just pick one. Okay. Yeah, just pick one. If it doesn't work, you just go to the other one. Here, I'm gonna quick save and quick load, and that maybe will fix our combat music, right? That should reset the person in the other room. Hopefully. Ah, there we go. There we go. I think Gordon got shot by poison darts, though. A flawed pearl again. They're taunting me. Potion of healing and sorcery. Sure. Hard lock on this. 73 gold. And another butt. Oh, and look at the statues here. Uh-oh. Is that a booby trap one? No? That said, maybe Gordon just isn't setting it off. Okay. Look at this one. I love that they're also braziers, right? Because then you get the cool look of like, oh no, my balls are on fire. Versus, oh yeah, my balls are on fire! Wow, that's manic and demented. We all knew what we were signing up for when we came here to the Shivering Isles. Oh. There's money. Whoa, what? Okay, money came down. Sure. Well, do I want to take all the fucking money? I don't know. Do I? Here, I'm gonna shoot it, actually. Sounds kind of cool. Uh-oh, I've pissed off Gordon, though. Oh, actually, I didn't piss off Gordon. I mean, I kind of did, but not as bad as you would think. Why is the money so fucking heavy? Oh, there was a diamond in there, too. A diamond in the rough, if you will. Here, how about I use Finger of the Mountain? Will lightning do anything different? Finger of the Mountain. No. Dude, they're so heavy and do not, like, want to fly at all. What is this gold made out of? Gold? Jeez, look at that. And some of them get, like, shocked up and... Look at that. That's cool. Okay. Do I want to take all of them? I don't know. I kind of want to. How much gold do you think is here? Maybe like a hundo? It ain't much. But it's easy enough to yoink up. And kind of fun. And you know, how could I say no? Right? This is... The joy in doing it is the joy of it, period. Right? I don't need the money, but I want the joy of picking up a whole bunch of little gold. It doesn't happen that often in Oblivion, but there's just like piles of money sitting around as physicsable objects. Right? Thank goodness they bring it back for Skyrim though, right? Thank goodness they bring it back there. I feel like there's been very few times in Oblivion where we see that. Okay. Which I say they bring it back because if you haven't played Morrowind, you'll know that there is actually a bunch of money just sitting around. Granted, it's not physicsable, you know? It's just kind of stuck there in one spot. Oh, look. A whole bunch of people. Okay. What were they doing? They lost their head? This one's turned sideways. There's a couple flowers. Is this like... Is this a reference to something? Is this a nod to something that I don't know? That I don't understand? Got a quick save here? Why are there so many damn buttons here? Oh. What'd that do? Oh, it shoots the statue off. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm trapped here now. Okay. Something just opened. Oh no, it's another spooky dog. Okay, look, this is definitely a sign of things to come in Fallout 3 Remastered, huh? Cool. Sure. Dead wood elf. Okay. Why does he look like extra small? I know he's a wood elf man, but I don't know. I feel like he's like extra little than normal. Am I tripping? There should also be like a fucking Altmer over here that's like slightly bigger than normal, just enough to throw you off. Be like, were they always that big? Were they always that little? I know that they're supposed to be, but is this like the normal amount? Okay. Ebrocca Masse. Just another weird, twisted trick of Sheogorath. Whoa. You know? Oh shit, the Bosmer just a little too small. The Altmer just a little too big. What the hell? This tree is too big. Oh, it's driving me mad. Never gonna fucking get over the dude who fucking lost his shit because there is a big tree. Okay, metal door here. Sure. Dude, Ebrocca's kind of big when you go every other which way. Okay, should I be blasting up in here? I'm gonna quick save just in case. Because some of these dudes may have, like, spell reflect and it'll just really fuck me up. Yeah, I think it's happening right now, maybe? Am I getting reflected? Nope, it happened. Okay. We had really bad odds because they both were doing it, I think. We were running our numbers up against theirs twice. Okay. Which I guess that means I'm just going to use some other magic to make them fight for me. Command a creature or two. There you go. Now you work for me. Good. This one doesn't seem to want to. Sure, over here. Got another urn. Potion of Fortitude. Lovely. Or skeleton. Oh, they're fighting each other. Great. Okay. I don't know where the shambles is going to, though. What does this do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everybody's coming over to fucking ruin my day. Okay. Good. Look, sometimes you have to ask, who's keeping all these braziers lit up? But you know what? When you're in the mystical realms of Oblivion, you don't gotta ask. Especially when you're in the Shivering Isles. Once again, it's just another fucking weird, kooky twist. Why is there a dead courier here? There's a letter on them, weathered letter, but there didn't even need to be, right? It could, you could just been like, whoa, look at that. The fucking Shivering Isles, so weird, so random, so kooky. Let's read the weathered letter before I forget. Clanfather Malifont, are you absolutely certain that such extreme precautions are necessary? I understand your interest in safeguarding the remains of Grandmother and, indeed, all of our eventual resting places against unscrupulous grave robbers, but I doubt that even the most stalwart crusader would survive the gauntlets you have built in the mausoleums of Ebrocca, much less a petty thief. I've seen some of the sketches your architect has drafted, and it seems that some of these traps are without safety mechanisms of any kind. What chance have our future generations of visiting our graves if they should honor us with such a pilgrimage? Again, Clanfather, I do not doubt your motives. In truth, I'm glad you have taken such responsibility for this monument to our clan family. I merely want to be sure that you are keeping your usual level of rationality about you when making decisions as to the construction and expansion of Ebrocca. I hope this letter finds you well. Lampshading the fact that this is filled with coffins and all of that, and a shitload of booby traps. Oh, hey, look. It's Sheogorath's big ass again. Okay. I feel like they really did up his fucking thighs now, too. In this statue, I feel like they made the thighs meaty as fuck. Damn. Okay, oh, we got a little button here. What's this gonna do? Open up the doors? Oh no, it's gonna make him vomit lightning. Oh, fuck yeah. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Hit that asshole right there. Get him, get him, get him, get him! Yes! Oh, if only they did any reasonable amount of damage. Okay. Look, I feel like if you get hit by that, maybe it should one-shot you. Maybe not the Hero of Kvatch, but somebody should get one shot. fuck? Damn, everything opened up when I went over there. Was that supposed to be scary? Was there supposed to be guys in here? Whoa, it opened up. Whoa, shit, look out. I thought there were gonna be a whole bunch of like Halloween horrors marching out ready to give me a scare, but I don't know, there was just a fucking key in one. Okay, sure. Wow, the key that I need to go inside of here. The Spectra, I think it said? Or the Sepra? Okay. Like we said, Sheogorath keeping you guessing. You never know what's gonna happen. Oh no, look, I'm trapped in a room. Or am I? Oh, it's Clanfather Malifont. Come on, you're fucking tripping out. There's no way Bosmer are normally this tall. Right? This guy is like extra small. Right? Normal Bosmer are not this little. Come on. It's not true. It's not true. Here, I'm gonna command humanoid on him. God, I wish the creamy man were here. See, he's way smaller than the creamy man. I'm telling you, there should also be an Altmer in here who's like extra big. You know? Just to keep throwing you off. For real, it would be such a fun twist, like, wow, what the hell? I don't even know what reality is anymore. God, Sheogorath is breaking my fucking mind. What the hell? The power of the Shivering Isles is overwhelming my brain. I don't know what's what anymore. Bosmer too short. Altmer too big. And then at the end in the final chamber, then switch it around. Then have like a little tiny Altmer and a really huge Bosmer. And then you're gonna really break them. Who even needs Cyrodiil at that point? Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to kill this fucking guy. No, it's been done. Anything good on you? Jesus, a bunch of potions. War Axe of Fire. It's like I'm fighting the Mythic Dawn again or something. Oh my gosh, he came back. Oh, he's huge now. Oh my god, they've done it! They've done it! They've really done it! Okay, look, I'm gonna have him fight for me now. Yeah, now turn against your own flesh Atronak. God, I didn't even realize what I was speaking of when I was speaking. Little did I know that they would deliver the goods. Jesus, there are a million of these guys in here. Okay. There you go. Stop fucking killing me, dog! Jeez! Okay. Let's see here. Command creature. Oh, they're gonna karate chop me big time! I don't like it. Let's try... Do I have shielding? Maybe I could do with some shielding right about now, actually. Protect? Wow, cool. Oh, 50%. Okay, I guess that's alright. Good. I'm also gonna scarf down some restore health potion. They don't seem to want to bother with my magic, by the way. I don't know if you notice this. Okay. Maybe they're humanoids. Are they actually humanoid? No. Okay, that one definitely worked. Maybe I just wasn't landing the hits right. Okay, let's empower Gordon here for this.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm!
You pathetic worm! You think he's gonna come back even fucking bigger? My man is like a Spriggan. Okay. We're just gonna punch the shit out of him. No, you aren't. That's what you think. God, how many weapons you got? Oh, he's got conjured dagger is what it is. I'll disarm that from you as well. Okay. There we are. Same stuff on his person. Void essence. Void essence. Void essence. Nothing good. Boo. Okay, so what'd this do? Oh, something activated. Did it do that? Fuck, I don't even know what it did. I can't do it again. It's one and done. Okay, I'll check all these coffins for goodies. See what we got. Money. Okay. Sure. Finally, a butt. Okay, now we're talking. Money shmoney. There's only one thing I want. How about over here? Anything good? Are those like... These are new grates, aren't they? For the Shivering Isles? Yeah. Because otherwise it would be Alien. I think. Those are the only other grates that exist. Well, no, I think there's some sewer grates too. Right. Sorry, I just tried to write off all the sewer stuff that we had to go through. My god. I think even they knew when they were building out the Imperial City sewers. You know, they were like, shit, we can't be having people going through sewers that often. It took some restraint, but they kept the sewer shit all locked down to just the Imperial City. It could have been so much worse. I mean, already the Imperial City sewers were like a pain in the ass, aside from like the opening where you go through a more intricate amount of biomes. You know, it's more of a fun adventure. You go from the prisons into like the catacombs and then the sewers. And also, you know, the assassins and the Emperor there too. That makes it exciting. Right, but the regular Imperial City sewers, holy shit. And you go down there, they fucking suck ass, don't they? There we go, that's the open. Or the open path unit opened the door. Oh, maybe this is what did it. Okay. But yeah, imagine if every single town had a sewer system that you would go in through and explore, right? Good God. You know what? Maybe they originally did. There was a brief journal there. Maybe they originally did, and we don't have them to thank. We don't have like BGS of Oblivion's era to thank for there not being a shitload of sewer dungeoneering in the core game. We simply have the Xbox 360 to thank, right? Because it wouldn't fit on the disc, right? Same reason as why they cut the arena quests that were originally going to be in every single city, you know? Because it wouldn't have fit on the disc. That was why they did some major cuts. They had a bunch of that already ready to go. Maybe that's exactly what happened there. Thank fuck for that, then. Jesus, could you imagine a world where, like, the shitty sewers made it in, but then, like, like the arena arc didn't? Okay, let's read the journal first. Brief journal. I decided that I had better start a new journal today. I haven't seen Ardway in 4 months since he began restoring Ebrocca, and he's finally asked me to come spend time with him while he finishes the work. I know the death of his mother was traumatizing. I'm just glad that he'll finally allow me to be near enough to try and console him. Cousin Garwed should have returned from Ebrocca in time for my own departure today, but he must have been delayed. I was hoping to ask him about the conditions of the crypt, in case I ought to bring any special supplies with me. No matter, I'm sure I can run such errands after my arrival. I'm amazed at the scope of Ardway's accomplishments here. The crypt is massive beyond anything I had expected. I realized that the death of his mother would appoint him clanfather, but I didn't anticipate him to take the role so seriously. He feels a sense of duty in establishing this as a place to honor the family. I'm worried he may be distracting himself from mourning his mother, but I'm still proud of all he's done. I'm glad Ardway called me out here. He must have been so lonely by himself before now. He regularly complains of how empty this place feels. It must be difficult to pour so much effort into a thing that only sees use in a time of grief. Today, the supply wagon brought with it a bed for Ordway and myself. I suppose he was trying to surprise me, or at least quiet my complaints of using bedrolls to sleep on the stone floors, but I don't like the precedent this establishes. I was hoping we would move back to New Sheoth before his birthday celebration next month. Why haven't we gone home yet? I've been here for months, and I'm sick of the arid climate between these rock walls. I haven't seen or heard from the architect in weeks, and the sounds of construction have all but stopped. What possible reason is there to stay here? I'm sure that Ordway's sending out correspondence, but he doesn't admit it when I confront him. Just 2 nights ago, I was sure I heard a voice calling out from somewhere below, and not the usual rasp of our Argonian courier, who we found the body of. If he won't tell me, then I'll just have to look through his drawers before he wakes tomorrow. Okay. Wow. And who wrote this? Do we know the name of this person? I don't know. Okay. Sure. But yeah, this is once again, as we have alluded to so much, you can so clearly see a ton of connective tissue in the design philosophy and like how they sort of advance their iterative processes and like their approaches to designing dungeons and sort of like open world and all of that in the Shivering Isles. You see, like it really bridges the gap. It's the fucking missing link between Oblivion and Skyrim. You know, which, mind you, there was such a shockingly small amount of time between Oblivion and Skyrim. They were literally on the same console generation. But here is a great example of how they would craft, like, a ton of little dungeon minor narratives that you find in Skyrim. And, of course, you would find them in Fallout 4 as well. But Skyrim is the first time that they really... Well, I guess if you don't count... an expansion, if you don't count the Shivering Isles. But Skyrim had so much of that, where you would go in, you would find like little notes and stuff written between different characters, and you'd find them dotted through. Sometimes it's just something simple, like there's a miner and like a whole bunch of like rocks have collapsed on them, and there's a note on them, right? And you get sort of like the corny Bethesda thing, where it's like someone's writing a note, and then, blood spatter at the end, or it cuts off in the middle of it, like, I think I hear right? But damn if we don't, well, at least damn if I don't love it. I like it. It's corny as hell, but I fucking love it, right? Maybe they'll make it even better in the future, but even if it just remains the same, I'm kind of down for that, right? I like it a lot. But you see how we saw the courier earlier before they had the weathered letter or whatever. Here we have the journal, we got the family, the crematorium, shit like that. We're gonna get some more letters inside of this little basket too. Let's see, letter draft. I don't care if you think it's wise, just build the device. I've lined your coffers with enough gold to feed half the Isles, and you never batted an eyelash before now. You've put in mechanisms that crush bones and sear flesh. Why should this one be any different? The concept is as simple as it was when we first discussed it. Use a few of the standard statuary we've installed, but modify the enchantment. A low-grade shock and some strong restoration should do the trick. There may be a few days between charges on an enchantment like that, but do you honestly think any more will be needed? I'd like to think that we've grown to be friends through the restoration of this place. If nothing else, build this last construct as a favor to me. Ebrocca will be around for ages to come, and it needs a caretaker. Who else will fill that role, if not me? I forget if we have to come here for the main quest. Maybe we will. Yellowed copy. Coroner Theterin, thank you for contacting me. I know it must be an unpleasant task to alert anyone to the death of a loved one, but your frank and professional manner did nothing to further aggravate the distress caused by Mother's passing. That is all one can ask from such a thing, I believe. I understand the difficulty in storing cadavers and will be arriving soon after this message reaches you with a carriage to bear her away in. There is one other matter I'd like your counsel on, if it isn't too much trouble. Mother's wish was always to be buried in a family vault, and so it falls to me to restore a site to this purpose. I feel it's a macabre thing to ask, but considering your occupation, could provide me a recommendation of any architect experienced in such a task. I would greatly appreciate any help you have to offer. Thank you again, sir. I expect to arrive before dusk. Ardway Malifont, Clanfather. And I want to say, wasn't there another dungeon where we had heard something vaguely connected to this too? Maybe about, like, the architect? Yeah, was it, like, in Zedifin? Out by Passwall? Okay, let's push this open. And this is the other spooky one. How did nobody see the giant button here? They wrote the journal, like, sometimes I hear a spooky voice coming from down below in the middle of the night, right? And also there's a giant glowing button, but I'm too scared to push it. There's definitely not another weird trapdoor right here in this room, like all the others that got built. Okay, what have we got here? I guess whoever it was a skeleton. Okay. Weak potion of dedication. Coffin. Wow, another bone. Another butt, even. A butt bone. Okay, elven mace. Nothing much else. A little bit of money. Okay. Let's push this. Down we go. I like that they have the little ledge here to help break your fall. Though it didn't do it that time too much. Ebrocca Fier. Or file. Oh no! Okay, let's get Gordon buffed up here too. There you go, Gordon. Take care of business while I look around. Oh, look, a big old statue of bodies. What's this guy do? I don't know what the hell did that do. Oh shit. Oh, fuck off. Gordon. Time for round 2. Whew. I don't know what that button does. Something in here? Oh, cool. Is it shooting out their heads? I think? It's hard to say. Goes kind of quick. Okay. Uh-oh. Something else in there? Oh, hey, the magic is actually dealing a fair amount to this thing. Okay. There we are. Oops. Oh, a dead naked traveler. A love letter as well. Shit, everybody's got a fucking letter here. Smile, Raybeam. I know that you're not terribly excited about the summons you've received from your grandfather, so I decided to write this letter for you, since I won't be able to see you off in the morning. You had better not lose it. Whenever you're gloomy, just read this letter and think of me. Better yet, think of what colored dress you'd like me to wear at our commitment ceremony. I'm going to speak with Dervenin about having the ceremony when you return. He worries too much about the torch not being lit. All that matters is that we're in love, does it not? Arden Sewell himself would condone it, I'm sure. When you return, you'll have to let me know why your grandfather summoned you. You mentioned something about the family mausoleum, but I don't understand what possible need he would have of you there. He really shouldn't coop himself up in those old ruins all by himself. High Cross is near enough that he could still visit as often as he'd like. Be much more comfortable as well. You should mention it to him while you're there. And that's all I shall write, my love. You'll be back soon enough. We can talk more when you return. Sheogorath guard you. Okay. Sure, over here. I think I checked that. I do really love how the Shivering Isles are juxtaposed against the Deadlands. You know, which granted, I don't know, I think they could have done more with the Deadlands, true enough. And have it be less just like a military end of it. Like, are there people who just live in the fucking Deadlands? I would assume so. I think it gets explored a little bit in the sort of back to Oblivion, the like big Oblivion Nostalgia Fest expansion for ESO, right? I think it shows up there. Okay. Because, you know, as it stands, it's like a really wild, disparate difference with how there's just straight up people living and thriving in the Shivering Isles, right? It's incredible how many people are just like chilling and just like, yeah, may Sheogorath guard you. Right? People just caring about their business, researching their own land. Some people try to come here voluntarily just to like chill and like see what's going on. Okay, let's head on back in here. There we go. Fallout could never. Right? If this, in Fallout, fucking people are always fucking up in arms about like, well, how come in 200 plus years, the East Coast of the United States is nothing like the West Coast? There's hardly any settlements. What's going on? People haven't rebuilt after 200 years? Right? Like, yeah, I guess so, fucking Cinema Sins. I guess so. It's not like they made a fucking aesthetic decision, right? I guess you're right. I guess you're right about that. Yeah, they should have. Yeah, they should have built up. It should have been like the fucking NCR over here or whatever. Right? But also, you know, in some ways it's also like fucking cherry picking too, the complaint. Ignoring the like all the shit going on with like underneath Boston. You know what I'm talking about? Right? How come they're hardly technologically advanced here in the East Coast? But that's just Fallout, truly. So this guy really was like a smaller than normal wood elf, right? Because they were of the same family. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Okay, well, I think we've fully explored the dungeon then, haven't we? Because otherwise, these all connect to areas I've been. Fiele? Sepulchra? I think. Let me do a double check. Yeah, Sepulchra. Back to Sheogorath area zone. I mean, I guess I could go through here and check this. Yeah, I'll make doubly sure. Maybe this is the one where we originally entered from, though. The pathway. The door we took. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, is this one of the falling doors? It might be. Yeah, where we had to jump down, we kept going down and down and down. Well, no, I don't think so. I think this is something else. Yeah, that's a different thing. Okay. So I think we've fully checked out Ebrocca. Right, we got the fun little story within. Unmarked quest, if you will. Soon to be an Elder Scrolls staple, mind you. Okay, let me head over here. Good, good, good. And should we explore around a bit more? I forgot how big Ebrocca was, though. It was quite thorough. Quite the fun jaunt. Man, we're way out here, huh? Holy shit. There's Ebrocca, the main map marker. Is this gonna lead somewhere cool? Look, there's some gigantic hunger statues. Oh, neat. Oh, the butt. Free butt. Is there gonna be a monster man popping out? Huh. Some sort of shrine for the hungry hippo. Okay. Yeah. Cool rocks and stuff. I'm gonna put away my fists of fury. Let's see. There may be something out here. We haven't really explored around this section. What is this called? The Jester's Spine Mountains. I guess that's really what I was expecting more of in the Shivering Isles. My first time through. I think maybe I was expecting more along the lines of like jester shit. You know, almost like a carnival, right? There would be like more tents and stuff set up, right? Like some sort of like a medieval-esque like sword and sorcery sort of like fantasy carnival sort of vibe. Have it almost be like, oh, it's like a fun house or whatever. Like a traveling fair, something along those lines. Have it be very whimsical. I mean, I think the old ruins are pretty cool and are very fitting, like the ruins we just went through, Ebrocca. I think it's the presence of so many of the tree dungeons that throws me for a loop. You know, it's really not what I would have expected. Like, they're all right, but on one hand, I feel like maybe they're just too plentiful, right? Maybe there are too many. It feels very natural, naturally focused. A very like what the hell is that out there? Is that a scalin just chilling in the water with its head poking up? Oh god, where'd it go? Oh my gosh. Have I just seen the fucking Loch Ness monster? What the fuck? Okay, well, it's gone now. Sure. But you know what I'm talking about? Probably would have anticipated more like, I don't know, fun clown shit going on, right? There we go. Okay. Or something even more gothic when it comes to dementia. Yeah, have it be in like Mania. It's very like circus themed, very like fair themed, you know, like the little traveling fair in BG3, or if you played WoW, the Dark Moon Fair. Have it be kind of like that, you know, like a fantasy fair, you know, and have it dialed up with like the kookiness, have the silliness dialed up a bit. And then similarly for dementia, I would have anticipated some like vaguely Dark Souls-esque shit, you know, have it be like a spooky gothic style fucking castle, very intricate or whatever, a lot of like fortified castle shit all over the place, very spooky, very, very dreary, very demented. Man, what are we even looking at over here? This is going somewhere. Oh, to Fane. Oh. Well, there's a normal doorway to Fane somewhere around here. I don't know that we should go in through this route. Good to know that it lets out here, though. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, shit. Did I get silenced? Wow, I didn't. I think I absorbed it. Okay. Here. Great. Pull out the torch. Anything good out this way? There's like a million weird little creatures making freaky noises. Oh, it's a hunger. Okay. Sure. Okay, so how about back here along this way, kind of behind New Sheoth? I haven't really explored back here too much. Yeah. Well, probably for good reason. There's not really much back here to look at. Hold up, what's that? Is that a... No, it's just a log. Okay, I thought it was like a treasure chest or something. How about over here? There's some weird plants. A waterfall. Oh, secret waterfall treasure? No? Okay. Maybe down this way? Nope. Inside this pool? Nope. Just cool plants. Okay. No unique swamp tentacle there. I was hoping maybe it was a weird... Oh god, it scared me a bit. the orca. The fucking orca pod, whatever it's called. The Lightifer orca. I thought it was the enemy I was engaged with. Okay. Over this way. Nothing much. Okay. Sure, over this way. Here we go. Crystal chest. I'll burn a Heart of Order to pop it open. A little bit of money, but otherwise nothing much. Look at all these assholes out here. Okay, I'm gonna drink some Magicka pots. We're gonna AoE them down, I think. Got him. That other one is still after me, though. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, here. I should check the gnarl for amber. Now, out this way, I think I'd been out here, right? We're entering the demented areas. Right, I think I came out to this little islet before. Maybe not, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, along the... What is this? Heretic's Horn. Okay. Like a spooky tree on a single island. That's fun. Okay. Yeah, I would be down to see them attempt the Shivering Isles again, or something like that, you know? If it were up to me, you know, BGS sometimes has like a penchant for horror, right? They sometimes try and make an attempt at something spooky and horrifying. I would love it if, like, the Shivering Isles, you know, Mania side, it's just their attempt at comedy, right? They try and do, like, the silly, goofy Sheogorath stuff that everybody knows and everybody likes, except for a few of us, myself included. Right? You know, cheese for everyone, right? That sort of shit. But what if also you went into Dementia and that part of the Shivering Isles, you actually tried to have all the quests and side quests and dungeons actually be like a horror game? You know, whether or not you succeed, I would love to see the attempt. Because every so often, you know, they attempt it, right? Lord knows, just after this game, in Fallout 3, they've got all the, like, Dunwich stuff. Fallout 3 even has, like, even beyond the Dunwich stuff, it's got some spooky areas, you know? It's significantly spookier than much of Fallout 4, but even Fallout 4 has some spooky stuff, right? Once again, with the Dunwich junk. There's that one spooky Salem Museum or whatever. It's not actually in Salem, but it's like a witch museum or whatever with the Deathclaw in it. It's kind of spooky. Skyrim has some spooky stuff with, like, Molag Bal. Right? I guess my worry is that all spooky shit will, maybe going forward, might be devoted to just Molag Bal. Which I think Molag Bal is less spooky for me and more just, like, horrifying. not like horror and like, oh my god, I'm on the edge of my seat, I'm gonna get scared, right? But more just like, holy shit, I'm repulsed. I'm revolted. This is depraved. Yeah, depravity, right? If Sheogorath is 50% horror, then I want Molag Bal to be 100% depravity. Which you could also probably make an argument that half of Sheogorath, the demented half, ought to be depravity as well. You know, I think someone could make a great case for that. But I think that's sort of seeking out. It's a desire among a lot of Elder Scrolls enjoyers, which a desire which I hold too. To where you kind of want more definition between the Daedric princes, because sometimes they have like way too much in common. It feels like there's way too much overlapping, you know? Which I think that in and of itself could be room for exploring, right? When different Daedric princes have somewhat overlapping spheres, like how many are you know, like, yeah, I'm the Daedric Prince of Shadows, I'm the Daedric Prince of Night, right? Shit like that. There's so much overlap. And in that sense, you could put some conflict there. Have them not get along and like duke it out, and then you could redefine them in such a way. It's fun when the Daedric princes are so like well defined, you know, like you have Sheogorath where it's like his madness shit is everywhere, you know. Maybe you could do with a bit more definition with regards to like the specifics of mania versus dementia. Maybe you could do with that. But you probably, oh look, Ring of Perfection. That's a rare one. I'm gonna take it. Bladefall Cuirass. Okay. But, you know, stuff with regards to like Hermaeus Mora is a very good Daedric prince because he's so well defined. He's so well defined and you know exactly what you're getting into and it's always a treat, right? I think there's so many Daedric princes that kind of lack that definition, right? Where you can't immediately think of like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're about. You know, I know exactly your whole ordeal. And it's even worse, I think, for the, the Nine Divines, because they get so little fanfare. The Nine Divines have so little, like, screen time and questing devoted to them, right? There's so little about them. Usually, you're lucky if a game focuses on just one, right? And then you get to learn a little bit about one. The rest of it, you just kind of have to, like, look around the fucking world building, read in-game books and shit like that. Right, as far as it comes to the core games. I don't know. All stuff which is on the wish list, but I don't know. Take it or leave it, right? I'm excited either way for Elder Scrolls 6. Sorry. All right, well, I think we'll call it here for now. Because Ebrocca turned out to be quite the adventure. We're slowly making our way over to Vytharn once again. We've come across the Howling Halls. And I think we'll go through them next time. And then we'll loop all the way back down to, not Zadide, yeah, to Vytharn, and we'll do that. And then eventually we need to head up to Fane. Maybe we'll find another one of those Hill of Suicide skulls here. Either way, we do all this in the interest of getting more reading done, because I am worried that as we're really coming to the close of the Shivering Isles and of the playthrough, we may not be able to read, if we don't do this, we may not be able to read all of the various books that we've got here, right? Like I've said, it's kind of a silly and manufactured problem, but hey, I'm manufacturing a solution, all right? The problem has been manufactured by me, but so too am I manufacturing the solution. And that is, we're gonna read a fucking book. What should we read this time? How about The Standing Stones, a book that sounds like it's not from the Shivering Isles, but make no mistake, it absolutely is, and is not referring to the Standing Stones as you would know them and love them in the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Very different thing. All right, now if you excuse me, I am going to take a quick drink here before we get started. Apologies. All right. Sorry about that. The Standing Stones by Anonymous. Any visitor to the Shivering Isles will soon come across the dreadful shape of a tall crystalline stone, looming over them like an accusing finger. Variously known as standing stones, or obelisks, they cannot be avoided in traveling the Shivering Isles, no matter how hard you might try. There are many theories on the origin and purpose of these stones. Purpose? Can a stone have a purpose? Is it a sentient being or an inanimate object? Is it listening to you, watching you, whispering to you? Some claim they are simply interesting geological formations. Not so, not so. They cannot be chipped or cracked or even scorched. Believe me, I've tried. Nothing harms them, although perhaps they still feel the blows. They seem angry for a while. I sang to them and that seemed to soothe them. I can't say why. Okay, we're getting them, they're like breaking into madness here with their parentheticals. And if you've tried to dig one up, as I have, you know that they go down forever. Months I spent digging down, no matter how deep. There it was, still gleaming in the secret darkness beneath the earth. They know the secrets, even those that are buried deep. I have spent many years trying to understand these stones. Avoiding doesn't work. As I've said, they're everywhere. So try for understanding as I have. What is the humming? What do the whispers mean? I can't say that I know everything about them, but I have learned many things, some of which I can share with you. But I don't know what they want. Not yet. Perhaps if I knew what they wanted, I wouldn't be so afraid. They whisper secrets to me, but I promised not to tell. They know many secrets. They're always watching. They never sleep, not even at night, in the dark of the moon. I know they're old, older perhaps than the world itself. They've seen civilizations rise and fall, and they hate us. They're waiting for their master to return. They won't tell me who or when. If they hate me so, why do they tell me their secrets? Is it because they know my secrets already? You may not believe me. Most don't. But most have not spent the time that I have in trying to learn about these stones. I've spent days listening to their secret whispers and learning their language. They talk, you know, to each other, mostly, but now to me. At first, it was just a humming, which you can hear if you lean against a stone and listen very closely. It must take hours or days, but you will hear them. And once you hear the voice of the standing stones, you will never be able to shut it out. Happy Halloween from the Shivering Isles! Oh, what the fuck. All right, when next we return, we're checking out the Howling Halls, and then we're probably going back to Vytharn, right? Until next time, please take care of each other.